Stop rubbing your eyes every single morning. If you're waking up and seeing everything through a fog, I want you to listen closely. That isn't just a sign of old age. It's a cry for help from eyes that are starving for nutrients. This condition happens to seniors over 60 far more than you might think. And no, it's not always just natural aging. In fact, that morning fogginess, that gritty feeling like there's sand in your eyes, and the way it takes forever for your sight to sharpen, these are all red flags that your eyes aren't getting the necessary support while you sleep. But I have some good news for you. You can actually fix blurry eyes naturally, without pills, without eye drops, and without any complicated procedures. Tonight, I want to show you an incredibly simple method. Just 3 common foods eaten before bed can help your eyes stay hydrated, recover, and wake up with natural eye health and clarity. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Sterling. After 30 years of treating thousands of patients over 60, I can tell you this: losing your vision is not an inevitable destiny. If you care about your health and you're tired of being told that poor seniors' vision is just something you have to accept as you get older, you are in the right place. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. That way, you won't miss the practical, simple senior health tips I share every week to help your body heal itself and maintain your vitality after 60. Now, let's take a close look at the first food on our list, the one that keeps everything running smoothly while you sleep. Food number 1, prunes. Let's talk about something most people overlook: prunes. Yes, prunes. Most folks think of them only as a snack for digestion, but for your eyes, especially after age 60, they can do so much more than you imagine. You see, your eyes depend on a delicate network of tiny blood vessels called capillaries to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the retina. The retina is where the magic of sight begins. It's a paper-thin layer of light-sensitive tissue that turns light into signals your brain can understand. And like any living tissue, it cannot repair itself or function properly without a steady blood supply. Here's the problem: as we get older, those capillaries become narrower, stiffer, and less efficient. Conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes, which are very common for seniors, make the situation even worse. So even if you're eating the best nutrients, they might never actually reach your eyes. Think of it like trying to water a garden with a kinked hose. The water, the nutrition, is there, but it can't get through. This is where prunes come in. Prunes do something surprisingly powerful. They help your blood vessels stay flexible, especially those tiny capillaries at the back of the eye. This is a vital blurry vision remedy. When vessels stiffen with age, circulation slows down. The nutrients you eat, like lutein, vitamin A, or antioxidants, can't reach the retina where they are needed most. It's like sending a delivery truck to a house, but the road is blocked. Prunes help clear that road. They are rich in vitamin K1, a nutrient that supports capillary health, keeping those tiny vessels open and resilient. In fact, researchers in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who consumed more vitamin K1 had better blood flow to delicate tissues, including the eyes. But the benefits don't stop there. Prunes are also packed with potassium, and that is just as critical for your eyes. Why? Because while you sleep, the pressure inside your eyes can naturally rise. In people over 60, this pressure sometimes stays high longer than it should. That's what leads to that puffy feeling, or why your eyes feel swollen or foggy in the morning. Potassium helps regulate that pressure. It keeps the fluid balance inside the eye more stable and protects your optic nerve from long-term damage. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Ophthalmic Research showed that older adults with higher potassium intake had a lower risk of high eye pressure, a key factor in cataracts prevention diet strategies, and avoiding glaucoma or age-related vision loss. And there is one more plus that most people miss. Prunes also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, the same antioxidants found in leafy greens. They concentrate in the macula, the center part of the retina, and act like a pair of internal sunglasses, shielding your eyes from harmful blue light and helping you see more clearly in low light. So, when you eat prunes, you aren't just helping nutrients get where they need to go. You are bringing protection to the most vital parts of your sight. I once had a 74-year-old patient who tried eating 2 prunes before bed for 3 weeks. He told me, "Doc, my eyes don't feel foggy anymore. I wake up and see everything clearly." It wasn't a miracle. It was his circulation working again. If you want to try this for yourself, it's very simple. Look for unsulfured prunes with no added sugar, the kind without preservatives or artificial sweeteners. Eat 1 or 2 about 45 minutes to an hour before bed. You can eat them alone or chop them up into some unsweetened Greek yogurt if you like a smoother texture. Prunes also have a low glycemic index, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar. They can even help stabilize your blood sugar overnight. This is more important than many realize, as blood sugar fluctuations can temporarily change the shape of your lens, leading to blurry eyes in the early morning. So, from now on, when you think of prunes, don't just think about digestion. Think of them as the first step to help your eyes stay hydrated, recover, and wake up with clarity. Food number 2. Pistachios. Now that your blood flow is moving thanks to the prunes, your eyes can finally receive the nutrients they need. But there's a new challenge. How do we protect those nutrients and the delicate cells in the retina from damage while you sleep? The truth is, your eyes don't stop working at night. Even when your eyes are closed, the retina is busy repairing, processing light signals, and regenerating vital proteins like rhodopsin, the substance responsible for helping you see in the dark. That activity creates oxidative stress, which is tiny cellular wear and tear that builds up overnight. If left unchecked, it can lead to the early decline of retinal cells, damage the optic nerve, and accelerate age-related macular degeneration. You need a shield, something that quietly protects your eyes while you're in a deep sleep. That shield is the pistachio. They are small, but they are one of the best food for eyesight protection. Here's why. Pistachios are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that can seep into the fatty membranes of your eye cells, especially the rods and cones that detect light. Once there, it helps neutralize oxidative stress before it can cause harm. This simple nutrient has been proven to help slow the rate of macular degeneration in older adults, especially when it comes from natural sources like nuts. But that's just one layer of protection. Pistachios also contain 2 rare pigments your retina loves, lutein and zeaxanthin. They settle in the macula and act as natural filters, helping to block harmful blue light and reduce glare, especially at night or under artificial lights. And if you have trouble falling asleep, pistachios offer another surprise benefit. They are one of the richest natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to rest. In fact, researchers at Nutrition Neuroscience found that pistachios contain more melatonin per gram than most other plant foods. This means they don't just provide senior eye protection, they help your entire body relax, allowing your eyes to get the deep, uninterrupted rest they need to recover. They are also an excellent source of magnesium and vitamin B6, which support the optic nerve and regulate tear production overnight. I have a patient named Linda, 68 years old. She told me, "My eyes kept getting dry in the morning, and night driving was a nightmare. The glare from lights was unbearable." I added 6 pistachios to her bedtime routine, just 30 minutes before sleep. 2 weeks later, she said, "My eyes don't feel like they have sand in them anymore. Last night I drove home from book club without having to squint." It's that simple, natural, and effective. If you want to try it, look for raw or dry roasted, unsalted pistachios. Eat about 5 to 7 nuts 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If you find nuts hard to digest at night, try eating them with a small spoonful of yogurt or a few slices of kiwi for extra vitamin C and moisture. Avoid eating pistachios with salty foods or caffeine before bed, as they can counteract the relaxation effect. So now your second layer of protection is ready. Prunes open the road, pistachios guard that road. The retina is protected, the optic nerve is supported, and your body gets a gentle signal. It's time to rest, repair, and reset. Food number 3, chia seeds. So far, I've cleared the path with prunes and added a layer of protection with pistachios. Now it's time for the final piece, rebuilding. Because protection alone isn't enough. Your eyes don't just need to be shielded from damage, they need to be restored cell by cell, layer by layer while you sleep. To do that, your body needs raw materials, the nutrients that help repair cell membranes, hydrate tissues, and rebuild the structures that keep your eyes clear, moist, and sharp. That's where chia seeds come in. These tiny seeds might not look like much, but they pack an enormous punch for restore vision after 60. They are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, the type of fatty acid that helps regenerate the outer membranes of retinal cells. Here is the important part. As you age, those cell membranes start to thin and lose their flexibility. That's when you start noticing dry eyes, slower focusing, or feeling sensitive to light after waking up. When you eat chia seeds regularly, you are giving your body the essential fats needed to rebuild those delicate cells and restore eyesight clarity without the strain. Researchers have also found that omega-3s from chia seeds help soothe inflammation inside the retina and support natural tear production, which is especially beneficial for seniors suffering from dry eyes. And here's something you might not expect. Chia seeds help your body maintain hydration. When soaked in water, they form a soft gel layer. That gel slows down digestion, supports water retention, and even helps stabilize blood sugar overnight, a key factor for having clear vision naturally in the morning. This gel effect also supports the tiny tear glands that keep your eyes moist. Instead of drying out while you sleep, your eyes will feel smoother, more comfortable, and less gritty when you wake up. One more silent benefit: chia seeds contain tryptophan, a natural compound the body uses to produce melatonin, which gently supports deep sleep. The deeper you sleep, the better your eyes recover. I once had a patient, Mr. Alvarez, 71 years old. He started eating soaked chia seeds with banana and cinnamon about an hour before bed. After 2 weeks, he told me, "I don't wake up with bone-dry eyes anymore. They feel very soothed, no more of that tight tension." If you want to try this, it's very easy. Take 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and mix them into a small glass of water or almond milk. Let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes until it forms a gel. That's when it's ready to eat. It's softer, easier to digest, and easier to absorb. You can eat it plain or add a few banana slices, a dash of cinnamon, or even a chopped up prune if you want to combine the benefits. If soaking the seeds feels like too much work, you can still sprinkle dry chia seeds into a spoonful of yogurt. It still works well, though the hydration effect is stronger when they are soaked. Either way, the result is the same. You are giving your eyes the materials they need to rebuild what time has worn away. Prunes open the path, pistachios protect the path, and chia seeds help repair what was lost. It's not a miracle. It's about nutrition, timing, and giving the body what it needs right when it needs it most. Connecting it all together. By now, you've seen how each of these foods works in its own way. Prunes help nutrients reach the eyes. Pistachios guard the retina all night. And chia seeds provide the materials for regeneration and repair. But here is the real magic. They work even better when combined. This isn't just a snack. It's a simple, gentle ritual that signals to your body that it's time to rest and heal. And it takes you less than 5 minutes to do. Here is how I recommend you apply this. After dinner, in a quiet moment before bed, take a small plate and add 2 prunes. Next to them, place 5 or 6 pistachios, raw and unsalted if possible. Then prepare a small portion of soaked chia seeds. If you soaked them earlier in the day, they're ready. If not, just mix a tablespoon into some almond milk or water and wait at least 20 minutes for them to soften. You can eat these 3 parts separately, or mix them together in a small bowl of unsweetened yogurt. Some people even like to add a few banana slices, or a sprinkle of cinnamon for extra flavor and relaxation. The key here isn't perfection, it's consistency. Eat this combination about 45 to 60 minutes before bed, ideally when there are no distractions. No TV or phone screens, no rushing. Just you, your breath, and the intention that you are doing something powerful for your body. I often suggest pairing this moment with a cup of chamomile tea or warm lemon water, not because they add nutrients, but because they tell your nervous system it's okay to let go of stress. You don't need to do this routine every single night, but doing it most nights, especially when your eyes feel tired, irritated, or foggy, will make a noticeable difference. Some of my patients vary the ingredients for variety. Sometimes they swap prunes for a medjool date, or use kiwi instead of banana for more vitamin C and moisture. That's perfectly fine. What matters is the rhythm, the mindfulness, and giving your body the tools to support you through the night. You aren't just eating. You are sending a signal. You are letting your body know everything is safe now. Now the body can repair itself. And when you wake up with clearer vision, less eye strain, and your eyes feel lighter, you will feel the difference. It doesn't require an expensive tonic or a prescription, just a few small bites, eaten with care. That is the ritual, and your body will thank you for it. Conclusion. Sometimes I forget that the most powerful healing doesn't come from a pill. It comes from consistency, from mindfulness, and from the quiet choices you make every day. What you eat before bed might seem small, but to your body and your eyes, it means a great deal. A few prunes, a few pistachios, a spoonful of chia seeds, each plays a role, each supports the others. This isn't a complicated medical protocol. It's a signal, a gentle, steady rhythm that says, I am still taking care of myself. And that is incredibly important. Because getting older doesn't mean losing control. It means learning how to support your body in smarter, kinder ways. You aren't broken. Your body has never given up on you. Sometimes it just needs a little help and a little patience. If you've watched to the end of this video, I want to send you my sincere thanks. Thank you for taking the time to care about your health. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for your own future. If this video brought you something useful, I would be so grateful if you gave it a like. Feel free to share it with someone who might need a gentle reminder that healing is still possible. Which of these 3 foods are you most excited to try tonight? Prunes for circulation, pistachios for protection, or chia seeds for rebuilding? Leave a number in the comments, 1, 2, or 3. Your answer might inspire someone else to start. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to Dr. Sterling's channel. I share natural, practical ways to support your health every week. I'll see you next time. I'm Dr. Sterling, wishing you peaceful nights, clear mornings, and eyes that always serve you faithfully throughout your life.